The United States is home to hundreds of millions of our fuzzy friends. In 2015, it was estimated that about 78 million dogs and 85 million cats were owned in the United States. 44% of families in the United States have a dog, and 35% have a cat. A lot of us own pets, and a lot of us consider them to be members of the family. Sadly, around 6.5 million pets enter shelters every year in America, and these pets don't have families. They were rescued from abuse, found alone on the street, or were surrendered by their previous owners. You may be wondering, what can the average person do for these animals? One of the simplest ways to help support these animals is donations to the animal shelter or humane society of your choosing. Many of these organizations are in need of various things to continue taking care of their animals until the staff can find homes and families for those pets. A few things you could donate to the local animal shelter would be pet food and treats, towels and blankets, pet toys, and old newspapers. One of the great ways to help your local animal shelter would be to volunteer there, doing things like walking dogs, socializing with cats, cleaning cages, helping with grooming, and more. There are a multitude of things you can do even with little experience or training to help make the lives of pets in shelters better. Finally, one of the best things you can do is actually adopt one of the animals living in a shelter and give that pet a good life. So many animals living in animal shelters are euthanized due to health problems, including illnesses and injury or overcrowding of shelters. The former is something that shelters often can't afford. But if you can, adopting and getting treatment for a sick or injured animal is one of the most beneficial things you can do to help an animal shelter. Not to mention, you also get a loving friend out of it. There are thousands of shelters across the country that do great work in rescuing and adoption. If you live in the capital region of New York, there are many animal shelters and humane societies looking for loving homes for dogs and cats, or volunteers. A few nearby are the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society in Menands, the Saratoga County Animal Shelter in Ballston Spa, and the Columbia Green Humane Society in Hudson. If you're thinking of adding a new fuzzy member to your family, we urge you to visit your local animal shelter and adopt a pet. It really does make a difference. Thank you for watching.